Hey everybody, and welcome. Today we're here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, getting ready to take you along with us to
Hollywood Star Cars Museum.
So what we have here, guys, starting off is the original 1966 Batmobile. If you guys remember one of the original Batmans, check that out. There's the Bat phone. Look at that steering wheel. That is so awesome. And one thing I want to say is all of the vehicles that you see were actually used in the actual television series.
So here is the Smokey and the Bandit vehicle, and growing up we had a dog named Smokey and a dog named Bandit.
There is that Trans Am. And another. Yeah! I was gonna say another movie that our family really loves is Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Right back here you have some equipment from the movie. Right back there is Slimer. There's the Ecto 1 plate right on the back of the Ghostbusters car. Gentry is really excited about this Ghost Rider motorcycle. Explain why.
Because I have a Fortnite skin and I have the whole bundle pack.
There you go. You have the whole bundle pack of Ghost Rider. And that's the actual motorcycle from the movie. And here is the truck from the movie Twister. So this is really neat. And if you remember, this is Dorothy. Remember all the balls that went into the tornado in the movie? This is the canister from the actual movie right here. This was Dorothy 1. It went up into the tornado in the movie. And I heard that there are rumors of a new Twister movie that will be coming out in the near future. So hopefully that rumor is correct. Gentry and Henry, what movie is this? You guys love this movie. And there it is, the DeLorean. One of the DeLoreans. I'm sure they used several from the movie. Back there is Doc. And right there is the courthouse clock. And there's a flux capacitor right in the back. And something that we just noticed right back here next to the flux capacitor, right here is that famous hook where they had to get up to 88 miles per hour and hit the metal cable just in time as the lightning struck the clock tower in Back to the Future. And if you guys remember Back to the Future 2, the famous sports almanac that Biff received to bet on different sporting events to become wealthy in that movie, this is that almanac from the movie right here. How neat. And right here's Michael J. Fox's autograph. Right here is his hat from Back to the Future 2. Here's the sunglasses that he wore. Remember the old dehydrated Pizza Hut bag. There's a Biff company. And right there is the famous hoverboard made by Mattel. What's really funny are these sunglasses are actually making a comeback right now in popularity from the 1980s. Here is the inside of the DeLorean and all the buttons that they would hit before it got to 88 miles per hour and shot them deep into the future.
This was my dream car, 1967 Shelby Mustang.
1967 Shelby Mustang GT 500 right here. Pristine condition. Let's take a look inside. This was actually one of the vehicles and gone in 60 seconds. Now, when I was a kid, for whatever reason, I wanted a Lamborghini Diablo. This is called a Lamborghini Diablo. This is the car that Daddy wanted when he was a kid. This is what I dreamed of for whatever reason. Now I'm a truck guy. I have a truck, own a truck. I've owned trucks recently to date, but if I won the lottery today, which I don't play the lottery, but if I did, I would still get a truck. I would not get a Lamborghini. And right here is one of the actual cars used in the filming of the Dukes of Hazzard, the General Lee. Now, we've filmed many General Lees in some other locations that we've been to, but again, every vehicle in the Hollywood Star Cars Museum was actually used in the filming and production of the movies or television series. Check this out, guys. This motorcycle was used in the filming of The Terminator.
I'll be back.
Such a great film. And there's Arnold's autograph. If you guys remember the movie The Flintstones, here was the vehicle from the movie.
I will not touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it. Good job. Look at this, guys. If you're into Transformers, this is Bumblebee. Right there. An old Volkswagen Beetle. And here's James Dean's old vehicle. It actually says James Dean right here on the door. It's really cool. It's a Porsche 550 Spyder. And here is another Bumblebee. If you recall, some of the Transformer movies actually have this Jeep that transforms into Bumblebee. And there it is. And here is the vehicle from the Beverly Hillbillies. How cool is that? And here is a 1961 Ford Galaxy squad car from the Andy Griffith Show. This was Sir Paul McCartney's car. It's a Cadillac. And here's an old Stratocaster, and right down there is Paul McCartney's autograph. And right here is the Cadillac that belongs to the Queen of the Mountains, Dolly Parton. And right here is Dolly with that vehicle at her recording studio. And here is the actual title for that vehicle as well. And this is a picture of Dolly with the car after it was inducted here to the Hollywood Star Cars Museum. One of my favorite Batman series was the Batman from the early 90s, which featured Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. And this is the Batmobile from that original series with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. And check this out. Here are some of the items from the movie. Remember these throwing bat blades? Right here are a couple of scenes from that part of the movie where the Batmobile showed up for the first time. Right there's Michael Keaton as Batman. Here he gets out of the car. Batman is just so cool when it comes to superheroes. I mean, you got Spider-Man, Superman, who have these supernatural powers, but Batman's just a regular old plain old guy that has just super cool tools. And Bruce Wayne just jumped into the Batman suit, used the tools, and took out all the bad guys, including the Joker, Penguin, and many more. And this car right here was driven by one of Gentry's favorite singers. Who is it, Gentry?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. And I don't know anybody who doesn't like the Beach Boys. And this vehicle right here is a 1955 Ford Thunderbird that was driven by Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys. And here is the king of pop, Michael Jackson's vehicle. Gentry's doing the moonwalk. And there it is, MJ. This 2006 Harley Davidson was formerly owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Check this out, guys. This is Bob Hope's old car. It's a 1953 Buick Skylark. How neat is that? And here is the Love Bug from the movie Herbie. It's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Right here is a vehicle from the Avengers. Really neat. Well, everybody, that was the Hollywood Star Cars Museum here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Gentry, what were your favorite cars from today?
So my first would be, my number one would be Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, the DeLorean.
My second would be the Batmobile. And my third would be Ghostbusters.
Awesome. And Henry, what were your favorite cars today?
I like Batman and with Ghostbusters.
Get Batman and Ghostbusters. Back to the Future, that was you love Back to the Future, right?
Yeah, and I like that car back there.
The big old truck. And Jennifer.
It's really hard to choose from. One of my favorites, of course, would be the car that I always wanted when I was a teenager in early 20s was the Shelby Mustang. And then I loved seeing Elvis and Michael Jackson's vehicles in there. That was pretty cool. Grew up listening to them. And then, of course, I'd say the DeLorean and the Ghostbusters vehicle. That was so cool because I'm an 80s kid.
I will say we have walked by the Hollywood Star Cars Museum so many times. Can't even count. No sarcasm, probably 100 times, and we have never been in here until today. And we regret that because it was so fascinating, so awesome. We really enjoyed Elvis's car, Michael Jackson's car, Dolly's car. Those are kind of all tied together into one bundle that were really cool. I enjoyed the Batmobile. I enjoyed the old Batmobile from the 1960s. I enjoyed the newer Batman from the 1990s. That was super cool. And also the Ghostbusters and DeLorean. I don't know if I really have a favorite. It was just a great experience overall. There's about 40 cars here that have actually been filmed in movies as well as different shows. We highly recommend coming out here. It's not very expensive. It's $12 for an adult. The kids were a little bit cheaper. Henry was free. 4 and under is free as well. And we sure do look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Every Day is Saturday.
Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break